muted, transitioning. We're live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's Live and Uncut.
Hola.
Wow.
You sounded so enthused to be here.
No, I am. I just had something else in my mind, and then what I was going to say went away, and I was like, well, that's not as fun anymore, so I just went,
I know what's on your mind, by the way. I know what's on your mind.
I have a headache all day.
Those sexy-ass pictures of Mr. Greer laying on his, like this.
Photo credits.
I can't get my legs up high.
You know, he goes, when we were about to take that, he goes, I have a funny picture. You ready? I'm like, okay. And I was the one who took it. And then all of a sudden, he just starts laying on the bench. I'm like, okay. All right.
It's like, how you doing, gorgeous?
Yeah, hello, Mary. But Mary's over on the YouTube side.
Mary,
make sure you you like the video on YouTube and share the video on YouTube. You are very much appreciated.
Wow. I can't believe you allowed him to take such a picture. No, it's a great picture. I'm just making
Me, of course I'm going to make him take that picture.
Wait.
I was joking.
I allowed her
I
to
made
take
him work
such
the
a
Yes.
angles.
Oh, you gonna? Oh, go ahead.
Who else am I going to have take the
Be
picture?
my guest.
Who else am I going to have take the picture?
No,
The
allowed, meaning you allowed him to take such a sexy picture.
Oh, you were talking to her. Okay, now
Yes.
that makes more sense. I thought you were talking to me. I was
Yes.
like, yeah, of course I'm going to allow her to take a picture of me.
I don't know.
Oh, no. I was like, of course I'm going to take a picture of him. I'm confused.
Yeah, no. We're talking about. All right, don't worry about it.
The pictures.
It was just.
Well, you just go on our Instagrams.
Yeah.
At Kim Adragna.
Yeah.
And it's Mr. Greer.
Yeah.
Put the light on Tom Moore, please, because it's not getting him. I see a darkness. Impersonating me.
Hello,
All that I
darkness.
see, absolute horror. How can I live? How can I die? Anyway, I got
All
nothing.
right.
So, if anybody is tuning in, please make sure to drop down in the comments.
Yeah,
That's
feel
why
free to
we
hop in
know
the
you're
comments.
here.
Join the conversation.
Hang out with us.
Yeah.
What do you call it? We're going to be talking about different things and stuff that you wouldn't necessarily hear on GHR, and maybe you do. Who knows? But what do you call it? At the end of the day, I was talking to you, Greer, on WBS. I don't know if Kim overheard it in the other room.
Am I being abducted by aliens?
Abducted by aliens. But my whole the day the other day at while we were sitting and taking care of the house, we heard Kim. I don't know if you heard this. We heard noises coming out of the walls, and it wound up being there were baby raccoons in the wall. Yes, baby raccoons. We can hear you. I don't know if we can hear you there. Brian Little won by Metallica Nice. Yeah.
I think you're doing just fine, babe. You can sit back down.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
You did great.
trying to make it glorious.
The lighting is not that great on that thing. It doesn't want to reach
On this
me.
one?
Yeah, I think I reflect light. That might be it.
Well, we need to put, well, when Alex is here, then you're in front of the regular lights, and it's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Well, anyway, I tried.
You did.
What am I gonna
It's
do?
all good. They can
Anyway.
still see me. I think we're fine.
I think we're fine. But I want you to look as pretty as you possibly can.
I
Did
think
that help? Oh my God.
I think I look.
like
I'm
in.
so close to the camera.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
It was really funny.
Welcome to the chat, Brian.
I'm
Won
so
by
sorry you
Metallica.
saw
Nice.
up my nose.
Yeah. Anyway, so so there were raccoons in the walls. So we had to actually we heard noises and we were just like I'm like I can't consciously leave these raccoons in the walls. I said I think it's a raccoon.
Were
I
they
don't know
old?
what
Were
it
they
is.
babies?
So it turned out that there was we poked a hole and then like we heard and it was like kind of looking. We were looking in there and all of a sudden we were like, all right, well, is it a big one? Is it a small one? What's going on? Because it sounded like they were screaming for help the other day. Like that's what it sounded like. So we were just like, okay, what are we gonna do about this? So I called the real estate guy. I'm like, look, I can't, in good conscience, leave an animal on the wall to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love animals.
Imagine it wasn't an animal.
Well, I don't want to get into all that. So who's gonna be sassy this week?
All of us.
All of us.
Who's gonna? Yes, it's all of us. Capital S.
We have to stop at 23 minuets.
Oh, sorry, I typed it really.
He's being French today.
So what do you call it?
23 minuets.
Minuets.
I typed really fast.
It's okay. What's a min? Is that a minute?
It's shortened.
He's being sassy.
I'm just being a
He's
prick.
being and you know.
Why don't you go back to talking about your raccoons in the walls?
I will. Okay, back to the raccoons.
Okay.
So this little guy sticks his little nose out, and it's a baby raccoon, and sticks his little face out, and Danielle's like, oh, and I'm like, I'm like, just stay over there because if you see it's a baby, but you don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh.
So the baby was just going, and making noises and all these cute little things, and hey, what's going on, Solomon? What do you call it? Yeah, like crazy. It's so adorable. And then I'm like, well, it's not coming out. So I'm thinking, well, maybe we needed to kind of open up the thing a little bit more.
Okay.
So we open the hole a little bit more, and we look inside, and there's not one, but there's two baby raccoon faces.
Babies.
So there's two raccoons staring at me.
Oh.
Now I'm looking in there, and there's like toys in there, like baby toys, and
get
dog
outta
toys.
here.
I swear to God,
They have little
a
toys
Lego,
and they're playing.
a Lego. So what do you call it? So
I don't
apparently,
know what to do with myself.
I knew that there were animals up in the attic, right? Because they were able to get in.
Okay.
So I knew that, but the babies must have somehow gotten down there and couldn't get themselves back up. So I'm assuming.
Oh wait, so was there like a mom in a different section and they fell there?
I think that, well, again, up in the attic, and this is on the main floor. So I'm assuming, what do you call it? You want me to do that noise again? So yeah, so so these poor things were in there, right? And so we're assuming that the mother has been up and down to feed them or to bring them stuff, because when we're in, like I said, there was like dog toys, there's baby
Wait.
toys. So the
mom doesn't have strength to like bring the babies up.
the babies were a nice size. You know what I mean?
They were hefty babies.
They're little babies, but they're they're like, I guess,
chunky babes.
chunky. Yeah, they're not like little tiny ones, but they're like this big. You know what I mean? This big, if you guys have seen. So
Okay.
like handfuls. Like a Jasper size. So well, you haven't seen Jasper in person yet.
No, I have not.
But but very, very cute and like adorable faces. But then we heard like a thumping, and then the what do you call it? Then the mother was actually in there.
Oh.
So the mother must have come
Mama
down.
Raccoon was like, "What the heck is
going on?" Right? But they still didn't come out. So it was getting late. It was like 2 hours. We were sitting waiting for the animals to come out. We had the door open, cut it off so this way they can make a clean run right out the door. And they were still like staring back at us. But then so I was just like,
love raccoon pigeons.
yeah. Well, hey, look, I'm making noises, but they're like, like trying to make the noises. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
You're doing great.
But listen,
we have one interview with Michael Winslow, and this dude thinks he's a human voice bot.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So what do you call it? These things are staring back at us, and like I go, well, we got to go. So we can't leave the thing open because then they'll get into the house part. They've been confined to the attic and in the wall now. Like, I don't want them in the house, but I was like, I can't leave them without stuff.
So you took the chunk out.
So
that was able to get back in, or you just left it the wall?
No. The wall was open.
Okay.
Like we put a hole in the wall. You know what I mean? There's a hole in the wall. There's a car in the kitchen. You know where that's from?
No.
Wow, really?
No, I can't think of it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to that because I'm ashamed of you. I am ashamed of you.
I have a headache today. I don't know.
You don't know what that's from?
Not a clue.
No.
There's a car in the kitchen. It was Stephanie Tanner who said that.
Oh, when they backed the car up into the yes. Okay, so now I know exactly what episode you're talking about. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nope,
So
I haven't seen that episode.
I was an avid Full House kid when I was younger.
Yeah,
Oof,
I
watched that
Full
show
House,
every day.
but not as much as.
Now that you said it, I remember.
And then they even did it like on the new one. They like did a flashback to that.
Didn't
I didn't
watch
watch
that.
Yeah, no, I didn't really watch
Yeah.
Fuller House. I only watched Full House.
But Full House, I mean, if you watch Full House, because it happened multiple times, didn't it? I'm pretty sure.
It only happened once. I think they only drove through the kitchen one time.
Maybe I don't know. I don't remember.
Was it Uncle Jesse's car? Or was it Danny's car?
I think it was.
Or was it Joey's car? I don't remember whose car it was. Was it under red?
Doesn't matter. It was a car
Maybe it's the
in the
neighbor's car.
kitchen. Anyway, so we had a big piece of marble, so we put the marble in front of. I put water in. I put water in the.
Must have been a lot
wall.
of marbles.
Okay.
A marble piece.
Yeah, I know what marble is.
And what do you call
Oh
it? So
my God.
I put that in there. So there was a My mother had one of those gadgets. She the ones that you reach and you pick things up.
Oh yeah.
So she had like a bunch of them were all over the house.
Yeah,
so I grabbed one of them and I like as I said to Greer, my claw, skills. I had my claw, and I grabbed the thing of water I poured and I put it in the wall, and as I'm putting it in, you hear the mother going like getting like and I'm like
you're getting close to my babies.
But like it didn't attack it.
understand.
It didn't attack it, and I got it in, and I slowly pulled it out, and what do you call it? And they realized that it's water, and I put some like pretzel sticks in there, and then I closed it with the marble, put stuff in front of it so they can't just get out.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow when we go in there again, then we'll be able to figure out
what to do.
Hopefully, you know what I mean. Harriet, there's a car in the living room. That's family matters.
Yeah, because I don't know what
that happened there too.
I don't know what you do in that case. Like, let's say hypothetically the babies got out, but then the mom's still in the attic. Like, what do you do? Like, you don't want them to just fend for themselves. Like, how do you say, like, Mom, in the attic, go downstairs, they're in the backyard? Like, how do you, like, you can't.
They got in, they got out. You know what I mean? I'm sure that they don't stay. I'm sure they come out, at night or whatever, because they got to look for food. I'm sure that they are familiar with the area and they'd be able to find their way.
Got it.
But like.
Well, you said that they may have been stuck.
But that's what we thought.
Okay.
And the babies, I'm assuming, are stuck because they couldn't get out. Now we can get them out. Maybe.
Yeah.
If, but like if the mother's there, they're not coming out.
Yeah.
I have a feeling if the mother is not down there, that like if they see us again and they're, it's like the mother's not there, I think that they might come out because they seem like they were okay with us. Like I said, he was sticking his little head out, he was smiling, he was cooing at me, you know what I mean? And like, I was like, oh, look at you, you're so adorable. And it was like, and Danielle was like, whoa,
Oh, I would be Danielle.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if she was. I don't know if she got any pictures or video of it because I told her I said get some video of it, and she had to.
God.
I'll see. You guys talk about something else.
Well, I'm gonna talk about that because I feel like if I saw that, I'd be like, I don't want to leave these babies. I'd be there for like the whole night. Now that I acknowledge that there's babies in there, I can't not. I would.
I can't believe that you couldn't get a phone call. You couldn't get somebody on the phone to be like animal control. That they were just giving you, because you're saying on WBS, there were no animal control. They're just giving you exterminators.
It was like one after the next, all exterminators. Everything I called.
That stinks.
Do you think animal control like actually puts them and releases them, or are they just off them? Because I'm not a.
I don't know.
I didn't want them to kill them.
I can't tell you that. I don't necessarily know. Maybe if it's a wreck. Maybe if it's anything other than a raccoon or a possum, maybe they will or a squirrel, maybe they'll relocate it. But I feel like those animals are just. I feel like they're just gonna kill those animals.
That's.
I think so.
Not that I'm condoning that. I'm just saying that a raccoon, a squirrel, possums, they're all over the place. So I feel like they might just take it to pasture.
And that's
send
what
it to the send it to the big attic in the sky.
Yeah, because if you're just like you literally are taking it away from the house, you can't just be like, boom, release.
Well, they might come back.
Well, they're definitely going to come back.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to come back. Can you see his little face in there?
Oh, babies.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
It's so cute.
Doesn't seem small. I feel like that's a big head.
No, it's tiny.
It's tiny?
That's a small hole.
Okay.
I don't know if you can be able to see it.
It's not giving it justice.
It's like this. The hole was like this big, and I made it bigger so we could see more in there.
Okay.
You could see it. I mean, again, there's no light in there, so you're only seeing what you're seeing. But no, it's very, very, very cute little faces. And,
hopefully you can get them out and get them someplace where they're not going to be killed. That'd be great.
It would be nice. So we're trying. We'll see what happens. And like I said, on tomorrow, I have to go back and because we're closing on the 7th, so we've got to get everything the rest of the way. And it's just, man, it was nuts. So hopefully.
Wow.
I would like to get them out. I don't want them to die. That's the thing.
I wouldn't.
No,
I definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, I would even be like, oh, like if you called animal, you don't kill them, right? Like I hope they're not just like, yeah, we don't.
No, they're definitely gonna kill them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. They're definitely gonna kill them.
No, then you can't.
Mary says, so you adopted baby raccoons.
If the mother wasn't there and the raccoons came out, the babies came out, and they were like friendly and not trying to attack us, and you could tell that they don't have rabies. You know what I mean? Which they don't look like they do. They looked very healthy. Then we would figure out a way to take them and nurture them until they could be released.
We must save the baby raccoons. You cannot kill them.
But that's the thing is so with raccoons. apparently when they're babies, you can take care of them, you can have them, you can play with them, you can feed them, and take care. You can take care of them. But when they get bigger, they go feral.
Because they're wild. They are wild animals. Like it's not like they're not domesticated. So like they're definitely gonna revert back to their like natural ways.
You would think.
It's like those stories about. It's like those stories about monkeys, where like when you have a monkey as a baby, like it's all cool, calm. There's obviously different circumstances, but it's all cool and calm. And then when it hits like adolescence and it goes through puberty, it could eat your face off. It's just because it's a wild animal.
Well, chimps, absolutely.
Fling poop at you.
I guess it's like different monkeys.
I'd rather them fling poop at me than eat my face off.
Yes, I'm just
saying.
saying.
Remember the video of the lady that was on? Was she on Oprah with the eating face?
Wow, yeah, that was the chimp. That was the chimp who did it.
Yeah.
Like, but who the freaking hell has a chimp aside from Michael Jackson? Maybe that's where his nose went.
I don't know.
I mean, like, seriously.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Just PSA: don't own wild animals.
I know, right? But now, but if you're saving a wild animal,
I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think you can save a wild animal by not keeping it in the wild.
What about a squirrel?
That's not true.
Can you like are those like we just had Carol Baskin on, and she said she was saying how her goal is for her to go out of business, so nobody can keep any of these wild animals in captivity.
Right.
But
but again, a tiger is different than a raccoon, Tom.
But we were just talking
about
chimps,
like,
though.
Well, a chimp. Yeah, no, nobody should have.
I'm saying wild animals, you just shouldn't keep.
Like so more animal
Raccoons
news.
got thumbs; they'll gouge your eyes out.
So our whole as you guys know, we're updating our yard and so forth and doing certain things in it, and so the wildlife in our yard is confused because we are like Danielle's like Snow White
deforestation.
of the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like she walks outside and it's all the wildlife is flying around and fluttering, and she sees all it's crazy, and every day she's like,
that's amazing.
It's my doves and my cardinal and my bluebird and yada 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 and then we see the videos. It's the raccoons and the possum. Hello, and I've saved so many babies that found its way into the trash can and then can't get out. You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen is then you don't realize it's there and you toss it.
Yeah.
And then they take it and it's going to die.
Yeah.
So I've gotten them out and taken care of them. Let's see. Oh no, it's a tragedy. The lion went crazy. No, the lion went lion. That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, so Danielle goes outside the other day, and I was like finally getting some sleep. I was super excited. Like I was like La La Land, and what do you call it? And Danielle comes in freaking out. Wake up! There's a baby bird, and it's drowning. It's drowning in the pond. I'm like, why the freaking hell aren't you? Just go out and help it. So I had to get up, and I'm like, as I'm like lumbering around, because I'm waking up, my knees all screwed up right now. So I'm like limping.
And you're trying to get cognizant.
Put some clothes on or something, because I was in the nude, baby. And what do you call it? Look, it's Kim's like, oh man. But I was lumbering around. Finally, I got outside, and what do you call it? She got the bird out. You know what I mean? But like the bird's like sitting like, like looking like
drowning,
looking like it took too much water in, and we were like, all right, we need to leave it, here in case the parents are around. The parents will come and help it, and it'll go on its way. Mm-hmm. But the baby bird wound up dying.
You didn't get CPR?
Well, I considered it, but I didn't want to take the birds. The birds, I didn't want them to not come back for the baby.
Yeah.
Because if I did it and I started messing with it and spending time doing that, what would happen would be then the birds wouldn't come back for the baby, and then the baby would die anyway.
You also don't necessarily want to get any diseases the bird might be carrying.
That too. Well, I wouldn't have put my lips on
you
it,
don't do that. You just do hand.
Yeah, the hand. Yeah, and I almost did it, and but it was still breathing. At the time, it just looked very stressed out. So we figured, all right, maybe it'll be okay. But yeah, the baby bird died, and it was really sad. I was very upset about that. And then we disposed of the baby bird, you know what I mean? And then apparently the next day Danielle found pieces of that said baby bird that one of the other animals got to.
They found it. That's food.
They had themselves a chicken dinner.
That is circle of life.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't know. But if there was a dog or a cat outside, right, and they were lost or something was going on, and it was a baby, would you take it in to take care of it?
Yeah, if it's a dog or a cat, 100%.
Dog and cat, they are both wild animals, right?
They're domesticated animals.
No,
I'm not saving a wolf.
We domesticate them. Them.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you talking about? A dog that was from a pet store or a kennel that
I'm
went
talking
lost?
about like
We don't have wild dogs on Long Island.
Yes, we do. There are plenty of dogs and cats that are loose that have babies, and the babies are running around.
Yeah, but they're not necessarily.
That's why we have dog catchers.
feral.
I would still do.
We don't have dogs.
You would take them, right?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
me
that?
too.
What is
Well,
it, the
but you see what I'm
40s?
saying? It's like, no, we
I've
haven't
never seen a
them.
dog catcher's truck. For the most part, there are no wild
It's
packs.
animal control.
For the
is
most part,
dog
there's no
catcher.
wild packs of dogs running around Long Island.
Not wild no, but
like,
I'm not saying they're packs of dogs. I'm saying
like this
that
isn't Balto.
that'd be funny. But I am saying that there are dogs that are, they
Yes, but they're not like. I'm talking like when I say wild animals, I'm talking about like coyotes and wolves. We don't have those down here.
Okay.
Like a dog
Fair
that gets a dog that gets lost from somebody's yard is not a wild animal. That's still a domesticated animal that's just lost. It
No,
doesn't have a
but
home.
two dogs that are maybe stray, and they get when two stray dogs, a male and a female, get together and they want to hump each other very much, they do the deed, and then later on there's
Yeah.
babies, and if the babies are now in the universe, now those babies are walking around. They
They're
are
probably
stray
dead.
babies, and they have not been
The
domesticated yet.
babies.
So if those babies are walking around, babies are walking around, and you come across one of these babies, they don't know from you. They know this guy's trying to touch me or hurt me. They're not domesticated. Are you still going to try to help it? Of course you are, because you got a good heart. You want to help the animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was one time a couple years ago. It was actually on Mother's Day. This is a sad story, so I just want to preface that. There we were walking my dog, and then all of a sudden we were seeing this couple in front of us. We're like, what are they looking at? It was this little squirrel, baby squirrel on the floor, and there was no chance for it. But we thought maybe, but like the whole face was smushed. It was just a whole thing because it fell from the tree and then landed, and it was only like a block away. So like I ran to my house and I got a box, and like somehow I don't remember how we did it, but we finagled it on. But when we looked at the face, we're like, ooh, this is not good. So we were like, okay, well maybe we could do like, an animal control thing or whatever. But we knew that at that point that they were going to probably have to give a little injection with the baby. But anyway, we put it in our garage for a little bit and checked on it periodically, and then it passed away. But we're like, how sad is that? And then like the next day I saw a squirrel and I was like, oh my God, it's the mom. And I even named it, and it's buried by like the bushes, and I know where. Hermes. So cute. I felt so bad. But anyway,
Yeah,
it
also-
had a proper burial.
I would also like to shed some light as to also why you might not also want to help some wild animals or some stray animals, because I know neighbors of my cousins found a bunch of baby cats that had been birthed in like their little playhouse in the back of my cousin's neighbor's yard.
Okay.
The neighbors decided to take care of said cats, touch said cats, and guess what? They got ringworm. So also be careful if you're going to handle wild animals or animals that are not,
True. Very true.
Mary
Yeah.
also says I took in a feral cat and ended up with 7 cats.
Oh.
That's what happens.
That little feral cat got a little before it came to live with you, apparently.
Yeah.
Now, Mary, do you still have said cat or cats?
No, I think her cat passed away, if I'm correct.
She
But
has
what about
7.
the baby cats?
Oh, then I guess maybe you do.
Is it like a cat from a cat? Like, do you still have the family heritage up in your house?
Yeah.
Like,
Family heritage.
like I want to know, is it
She's
still,
got generations upon generations.
Do
She's
you-
got the royal family of cats in her house
Yes.
right now.
Kitty.
do you got the royal family of cats in your house
Kitters?
right now?
Hello, Kitty. How are you, Kitty? I wouldn't mind a little baby monkey though, like a little pygmy marmoset.
I've thought about
No.
that,
Like this
but
big.
nah,
That's so
I'm not
cute.
about that. I'm too afraid it's gonna wind up hitting adulthood and want to eat my face, and I really
A
don't.
little tiny little thing like this. They're so
They'll
gentile.
just latch onto your face and just start biting.
But they're tiny.
How tiny?
The pygmy marmosets are like this big. They don't get bigger than that. They're tiny. They sit on your finger.
I thought that was a sugar glider.
No, it's
No,
like
no,
the-
no. Sugar gliders. are
Yeah,
different.
remember when you wanted a sugar glider and I was like, no.
We totally should have had a sugar glider.
no, we're
in
not
the
having a
studio.
sugar
We
glider.
couldn't- We
Those
couldn't
things
keep fish
smell-
alive.
Hold up. Mike said the
She couldn't keep fish.
No. You got them from Petco where they all die.
Listen,
Yeah.
Petco's where the pets go. I'm just saying.
To die.
Yeah.
Now we're never gonna have a sponsorship with Petco.
They went out of business across the parking lot.
Sometimes you need a slap in the face of realness.
But-
Look, we want to sponsor
But
some pet
Mike
show or
also
KFC.
did say that they do smell.
What?
The
Sugar gliders?
sugar
Yeah.
gliders. But no, they're like the size of the hand. Like they're tiny, but it's like the size that like they get
Sugar
that
gliders
big.
are tiny. But the
No,
pig-
I'm talking
pig-
about the little
pygmy marmosets.
Yeah,
tiny.
like they're like that
yeah,
big.
tiny little guys, and they're adorable. that you just, you know what I'm saying?
Mary says no. The kittens were all adopted, and then the mom ran out the first chance she got.
Wow, she was like,
Dipped.
peace.
She's an outside cat.
Peace out. Yeah. My aunt, for some reason, I don't know why.
Thank you, Kathy. I will. Go ahead.
Well, you need to read what she said.
She
no,
says,
after you're done.
So for the longest time, as long as I have known her, cats somehow always find her, and then she's like always has these intentions of like giving it up, and then she winds up keeping them. I call her and I joke that she's the crazy cat lady, and she knows it and acknowledges it. But I don't know how. Like, she found one of her cats just on the Brooklyn Bridge one day and then lived forever. And then she found another cat just, like, roaming around somewhere, and it was a kitten. And, like, now I just don't understand. She has, like, 4.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Kathy, thank you very much for reminding me. Mr. Greer, what does Kathy ask you before you go to lunch?
Keys wallet. If I have my keys, wallet, or phone, because I always forget that stuff.
You always forget
Thank you,
everything.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everything.
You are an
Not
amazing
everything. I don't
person.
forget everything.
You forget
I forget some. I
everything.
forget some things.
I fear for your brain in the future.
Yeah, the brain and the colostomy bag. I don't know what's going to happen.
You
That
people.
scares me, bro.
You people.
You people, I'm on your side. I'd give you cheese.
You people.
I'm like, you want some
don't
cheese? I got
know-
you,
He
brother.
had cheese
Nothing.
this weekend. He's fine.
Don't know nothing.
She's like, you know, you had cheese this weekend. You're fine. She's saying what's fine for you. That's all
No,
I'm gonna say.
he wanted it.
You got to make that. You got to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna allow her to say things like that. See, I'm starting.
I could
right
do
here.
whatever I
See,
want.
I'm starting, guys. Just let him.
The only
I
thing
let him
I could
eat
I could do whatever I
cheese.
want. The only thing I'm
See,
not.
he could
The
do
only
whatever
thing
he
I
wants.
can't. The only thing
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can do
do.
whatever you want, Greer.
only thing I
Ah,
can't
in your
do-
face, Kim.
the
You
only-
gonna take that?
The only thing I
Yeah,
can't
because
do
I'm still
is
gonna
on
be
a
like,
motorcycle.
oh, you know, your stomach hurt yesterday. You probably shouldn't have cheese because I care. Gosh darn it! What were you saying? I couldn't
I
hear
said
you
there's
over
only-
me talking about your cheese problem.
I said there's only one thing I'm not allowed to do, and that's own a motorcycle. Other than that, I can do whatever the hell I want.
You don't want to ride a motorcycle with me?
I can't own a motorcycle.
Why? Really? You're not gonna let him ride with me?
No, the amount of horror stories
Come
that
on,
I've
Greer.
heard.
Come on, let her ride with me. We're gonna ride on a motorcycle. Yeah, yeah.
What do I mean, you people,
it
Solomon?
driving?
I mean
No.
these people coming at my neck.
Now we have to add sunscreen. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I would just like to reiterate the reason I don't have sunscreen.
I said
is
that the
because
other day to her-
him.
him.
I moved into my house in December. I'd like everybody to raise their hands about how many times they need
You're
sunscreen
just a
in the middle of
bachelor.
winter.
You're a bachelor that doesn't have
I
anything in
am.
the house.
I am.
Can I say he didn't know what? Yeah, you're laughing because you know this. In his own house, he didn't know where the knives were.
You didn't know where the knives
And he
were?
didn't know where the spray was.
I knew
he
where
didn't
the
know where the
knives were.
tin foil was.
I knew where the knives were.
Spray
I
for the
didn't
bathroom?
know.
No, spray like Pam.
I didn't know because I never baked or cooked in my house yet. I don't
you
cook.
baked for somebody.
At my parents'
You baked
house.
somebody
No, that's-
cookies.
That was
by the way,
that was at my
That's a
parents'
different
house.
house.
By the way, I will say that he did bring me the vegetables, which Kim probably gave
She
to
didn't.
him. Said, okay.
She did not actually. I had those prepped and ready because she did remind me, but I told her when she reminded me, like, it's all right. I got those all packed out already.
All right.
So I said, don't forget the vegetables, ha ha. And he goes, yeah. And then you said you threw in something else.
Yeah, clementines. 2
Yeah.
clementines.
Yeah,
Get him a scooter and we'll go half speed.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
a Vespa.
You
But,
won't let him ride with me?
No,
Come on, man. What about you? You're not gonna ride with me?
no.
Why?
Because you text and drive.
I'm not gonna text and ride a
I
motorcycle.
still want to text a motorcycle.
What the hell would I be texting on a motorcycle for? Jesus Christ! Come on,
I don't know
Kim.
because I'm Brimstone
There's-
and I need
there's
to
voice
work
to
it
text for
all the
that.
time.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No.
No, I've just heard so many stories, bad stories, and just personal people that I know, and brains on the floor.
I can tell you plenty of stories of that. By the way, yes, you missed
Not
out on
happening.
cookies. I missed out on cookies. Apparently, Greer made delicious cookies for Kimberly and the Bambolina.
I made a few things,
and because
actually.
when he was trying to win
you
my
brought
heart.
her more than that.
I did.
Now you're screwed because now I want more. I am so insulted. I am so insulted. This is supposed to be an equal partnership. And if you're doing things outside of here, I still need a part of that partnership. You scumbags. I can't believe you. Don't you smile.
I wasn't trying to date you though.
You don't have to date me. You just have to love me. They're like, I love it when you call me Big Papa. That's what I said, you know. But I swear to God,
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So I want to know. What else you made.
I made
On that note, this was a great
Yeah.
time.
No, what else did you make?
Time is up.
I made cheesecake brownies.
Cheesecake brownies.
I-
I
great.
made I made
Freaking hell, man.
I think I made like I don't know if it was cheesecake again, but it was remember the chocolate chip cookie and like cheesecake like thing.
Yeah, you made the apple one too.
I made an apple crisp.
Apple one was the best.
Apple crisp was probably my favorite. That was
See
delicious.
this? See this? This is going to you. It was the best.
See this too?
I like that one. That
Thank
was
you.
good. Read between the lines. I have to make sure. I
What?
Had
It
the
was
Girl
a
Scouts?
lockdown,
What are you,
Kathy.
Girl Scouting
right.
it?
No, it was between the lines. Read between the lines.
Okay.
It was fun. I just haven't had the chance to bake in my new place yet.
I felt bad doing the middle finger to
Thank you, Kathy.
I
I
didn't
know,
like
right?
that.
Yeah, no, that's not
Just
nice.
give Brim cookies, please. I'm worried.
How many brownies have I made for Mr. Greer and I got jipped on cookies? Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about, Kathy. That's what I'm talking about.
This was midst lockdown.
How much
The only
love do I
person-
give Greer?
This was mid lockdown.
I-
He was trying to earn my affection and my love.
Set you up with an interview. I set you up with her, essentially. Come on, man. I don't get love. If it wasn't for me, you two would have never met. Thank you very much.
Actually, well, I guess that's half.
It's
true.
full true.
It's half true.
Well,
It's full
if we
true.
never
Somebody else had a hand in it.
Well, if we never decided
Yeah,
to do
no.
radio,
But
then
right.
it would never have happened
But-
if we didn't decide.
but,
If I stopped
yeah.
interning a long time ago,
Then
it
that
still
would have
would
been.
not.
And then it wouldn't have happened.
Probably not.
See what I'm saying? See,
You never know. Maybe.
I'm gonna take some credit, man. I'm
You could
sorry.
Maybe I would have
You
saw
could
you at like a
definitely take some
baseball
credit.
game, and
I'm
you would have
go-
like accidentally like spilled beer on me, and I went like, "Wow, look at this guy,"
I mean,
and he's
like,
like,
you
"I'm
let me-
sorry. Here's a cookie."
I get to officiate at the wedding. Because at least I think I'll be invited to this one. Maybe
Yes.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to get to read from the holy somethings because you guys
Well,
are
from that now you're not.
the holy bibble.
Holy
the
Bible.
holy Bible.
Bake him some damn brownies.
I
Greer.
will. I will. I just haven't had the chance to cook or bake in my new bake. I'll say bake because I can't cook. Bake in my new kitchen yet.
I'm just hearing how like all this delicious like brownies and cookies. I'm like,
It was delicious, actually.
freaking hell,
Wanna
man!
Make the apple one.
Like what? Like what?
I'll make the apple one.
We'll make the apple one. That was a great one.
Damn you people! I'm sorry. Here's a cookie.
If Woody had gone right to the police, this would have never
Kathy.
happened.
This is true. God damn it! See.
If Woody had gone right to the police, this would have never happened. Ira.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to just,
Well,
you know,
well, why don't we? This is the end. I'm sorry, guys.
This is the end.
This is the
This
end.
is the end.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate
No
it
damn
as
cookies.
always. Come back every single week. We are here doing this every single week around the same time, around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Follow us on all our social medias at the Grindhouse Radio. What else?
Yes.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Follow.
Yes, and on all these,
Share.
like the videos on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, share the videos on Facebook, like the videos on Facebook. If you're here, interact with us because all the interaction helps with the algorithm, helps people see our videos. All the likes especially the likes and shares on YouTube, help us with the algorithm, help people see our videos and get to see more of our content and let us do what we do every week.
And you know what you should do? Eat some cookies and brownies.
You
Have
should.
a good one. Bye.